Today's session is career opportunities for CCAs in long-term care and home care. And I would like to introduce our hosts, Health Association Nova Scotia and Agility. And today's speakers from those organizations are Angela Reid-Jury and Bethany Parker. And I'll now turn it over to Angela and Bethany.
Great. Well, thank you, Christina. My name is Angela Reid-Jury, and I'm an HR recruitment consultant with Hands Agility. And my colleague Bethany Parker is an HR advisor with Hands Agility as well. And at the end of this session, Bethany is going to be moderating some of the questions that you folks have. So welcome to our Hands Recruitment and Retention presentation on CCA opportunities. So for today, we'll be talking about who we are, what we do, what positions are available in long-term care and home support. We'll be chatting a little bit about qualifications, how and why you would apply through Hands Agility. And of course, at the end, we'll be answering any questions that you folks may have. So who are we? Hands is a non-for-profit, non-government, membership-based association, and we've been around for over 60 years. Now, Hands is the parent company to Agility. Agility is a subsidiary of Hands, and we provide shared financial services, financial advisory services, things like safe patient handling solutions, and extended benefits administration, etc. Now, more recently, Agility and Hands has partnered with the Department of Seniors and Long-Term Care and Community Services, and we now have 2 new recruitment and retention programs. Those programs are continuing care and disability support. For our continuing care program, we support with recruitment and retention initiatives for all the long-term care and home care providers throughout Nova Scotia. So that's why we're here speaking with you today. What do we do? Well, we work with employers to identify their hiring needs, particularly for hard to fill positions. And we post to promote jobs to get as much coverage as possible. Keep in mind, the employers still do their own recruitment. We're here to enhance what they do. We provide that centralized recruitment support to employers to help connect students, job seekers with facilities and locations of their preference. And of course, we partner with university, colleges, and different service organizations to reach out to more potential candidates. We participate in career fairs, information sessions, and use social media and other networks to help share information about job vacancies. Again, trying to get more information out there. We do pre-screen applicants and share the application with employers. So if you were to apply through Hands Agility, what would happen then? We would match you with an employer based on your location preference, your qualifications, and your preference for casual, part-time, or full-time employment. Employers still do their own selection. So it would be an employer that would connect with you and do their usual selection process, most usually an interview and references. So keep that in mind as well. So what opportunities do we have for home support workers? Well, there's numerous opportunities for home support workers throughout the province. And home support workers assist clients of all ages in their homes and throughout the community with all activities of daily living. And this may also include things like housekeeping, meal preparation. You would need a reliable vehicle to work in home support. And why home care? Well, you get to work independently while still being part of a team. So you will be out in the community on your own for the most part, but you'll still have that connection with your supervisor, manager, and other co-workers. And as you get to travel from client to client, your scenery is different every day. Your clients are different. And you can also focus on one client at a time, which some people really enjoy. No call bells, you're there to focus on that one client. For long-term care opportunities, we have numerous opportunities throughout Nova Scotia as well. And continuing care assistance and long-term care do things like assist residents with activities of daily living, including lifts and transfers. They could be doing personal care and assisting with recreation activities on the units. Why long-term care? Well, you'd get to work with an interdisciplinary team. So you wouldn't just be working with, let's say, other CCAs, LPNs, or RNs. You would also be working with physiotherapists, OTs, folks from environmental services, maintenance, etc. And you get to help residents participate in meaningful activities. It could be social interactions, different recreation events on the units. And you should have a passion for working with older adults. Your clients, for the most part, will be seniors. You may have some clients that are adults of different ages, but for the most part, in long-term care, you would be working with older adults. And for your qualifications, whether it's working as a CCA in home support or in long-term care facilities, you would have either your certification as a CCA, or you've taken that CCA course, or you could have a past provincial certification, such as personal care worker, home support worker, or HHA. Most employers will hire CCAs when they're in their course as students, usually after their second mentorship, but of course, this can vary based on employer. And most employers as well will hire individuals as a CCA in training or related position if you have related education or work experience. You would have to be enrolled or eligible to be enrolled in the CCA RPL program, recognition of prior learning. So that just tells you a little bit about the positions in home support and long-term care for CCAs and some of the main qualifications. As I made note of, there's numerous opportunities throughout the province. In our map here, you will see all of the icons with the house or your home support locations, and all your other pieces such as your pluses and the star symbols would be all of your long-term care facilities throughout Nova Scotia. So lots of different opportunities throughout the province. And why apply through HANDS Agility? Well, as I mentioned briefly before, we would match you with an employer based on your location preference, as well as your preference for casual, part-time, or full-time employment. So that certainly could save you some time in your application process. You may not know all the employers that are hiring, let's say, for full-time positions in your area you're in now, or you could be in the process of moving and you may not know the employers at all that are going to be in your new location. You would also have a direct connection with a recruitment advisor as well with HANDS Agility. So should your situation change or you run into any issues, you would have that support. So just a few reasons why applying through HANDS Agility could be right for you. How you would apply. You can apply directly to hands.startdate.ca. You'll get to see all the different opportunities available there and apply directly. If you have any inquiries after our session today, you can email ccrecruitment@healthassociation.ns.ca. So now we'll go to our question portion, and I will hand it over to Bethany to moderate any questions that may have come into the Q&A or through the chat. And we'll give you a moment too, in case you need a moment to think about some questions.
I'll give it a second and see if any questions are coming through. We have a question coming in. Do you consider applicants from outside of Canada?
We do. There is a process for that, but certainly you can apply if you're outside of Canada, and we would assess your qualifications, and we have immigration consultants on our staff as well. So yes, we do consider applicants from outside of Canada. And you would just apply through the same process or the hands.startdate.ca.
They said thank you. That answered the question. Perfect. Give it one more minute and see if any other questions are coming through. Oh, I took a health aid course in Ontario. Would it be recognized here in Nova Scotia?
So it may. It sounds like one of those courses that may make you eligible for the RPL program. There's actually going to be another session today at 11:15 about the CCA role and education options. So you certainly may be eligible to work while you register for RPL and become a certified CCA here in Nova Scotia. But our presentation by a colleague at 11:15 today will outline a little bit more of that. Or if you apply through Hands Agility, we could certainly send you some basic information on that as well. Thank you so much for attending today.